ACC Digital Network, brought to you by Ruby Tuesday. I'm Jeff Shell, Seth Davis, and Antawn Jamison. And hey, let's get right to it. The highlights of this game, that we got some free basketball in the end. It started early on. Duke was really in control early on. Quinn Cook hit the three, and he was so important, Seth, and he's been the senior that's led this team.
Yeah, I think he was 5 for 6 or 5 for 7 from three-point range in the first half. I thought North Carolina, that's what I mean, like a hot knife through butter. You're talking about a 6'11", 270-pounder dribbling through the lane like he's a little guard, and just absolutely no resistance. So that was a big story of the game. North Carolina did a good job in the paint. That was where they buttered their bread tonight. Right. 62-40 was points in the paint.
Bryce Johnson had 12.
14. There you go, 26-14 points off turnovers. So Carolina did a lot of things well, Antoine.
Yeah, they did a great job, and you see Okafor right here getting hurt. Didn't know how serious it was, but the thing about that, Duke did a great job as far as competing and playing hard. And Carolina, started to get some energy. They big started to attack the boards. You see Tokoto there. Highlight films throughout the night. He played hard. I love the way his energy kind of went through the whole rest of the team. And here you go, Meeks right here doing a great job as far as being the bully in the paint. And I love the way Carolina controlled the paint in the second half. And I think that's the reason why they got back into the game.
They only gave up 13 points in the first 12 minutes of the second half. And of course, Tokoto, he gets out of the fast break, and that's what he can do. Air Pierre. UNC would build a 4-point lead, 61-57, but that's when Quinn Cook comes through again with the three to cut the lead to 1. Next possession, it's Jahlil Okafor. Again, we talked about him getting to double figures again, although he did need overtime. He came back in the game, and this is where he was slow getting back on defense, but still finding a way down low offensively, and the foul. Carolina's bigs, though, solid as well. Bryce Johnson, such a game changer until he fouled out. Kennedy Meeks also, another big game, 18 points from him. There's Isaiah Hicks getting the basket and the foul. 70-62 North Carolina lead. Under 2 minutes left. Tyus Jones again and again. He 22 points from the freshman, not fazed at all by this crowd, by this moment. Jones again, inside a minute left. The strong take and the foul, then more in the final seconds, down 2. That's the lay-in that tied it and forced overtime, 81. Last chance, though, for the Tar Heels in regulation. Usually, they were getting so much production inside. That time it was a long three. That didn't work. And the loose ball, and that's when we go to overtime. 81 all, and Roy Williams knew he had his chance, up 10. In overtime, the Blue Devils go right, yes, to the big man, Okafor. Working against Meeks, backs his way in for 2. So strong, but of course at the line, Seth, 0 for 6 from the free throw line.
Well, that's definitely a problem, because between Okafor and Emil Jefferson, who didn't play much in the second half and overtime, Okafor is a bad free throw shooter. I think he's about 53% on the season, and Jefferson isn't much better. On the flip side, Cook and Tyus Jones are both about 90% free throw shooters.
And this was the last chance. North Carolina needed the rebound off the missed free throw. They almost got it. Tyus Jones holds on and wins it 92-90.
Jeff made a great point about that last play, is that one of the reasons why I think that fouling up 3 is such a good strategy is because kids don't know how to miss free throws. A lot of times in those situations, you see, a player will throw it really hard against the front rim, or miss the rim, or shoot an air ball, or accidentally make it. That actually happens a lot. So I thought it was a great point that Jeff made. That's about as good a missed free throw as you're going to see. He lofted it up. It landed perfectly on the front rim.
We are the official home for ACC basketball. For more great content like you've just watched, click one of these boxes. And to make sure you don't miss anything, click subscribe.